Hello, Archie.
Hello, Carl.
Everyone said hello
everyone.
then at the right time as that happened. We're here because of tradition.
It is.
And love of good music. And the good music that you have is you have a new album out, and the album's name is?
It's called Cowboy Jazz.
Cowboy Jazz. And we're going to, because you've been listening to the news, so we need to give you music because that's what you're supposed to do on a radio show. He's going to start with Cuthbert's. Now, further along in the song, the title of the song is Cuthbert. Further along, we learned his name is Cuthbert Johnson. Is Cuthbert Johnson a real human?
The human is 80% real, 20% fictional, but his name is not really Cuthbert Johnson. I'm protecting his real identity.
Okay, because Cuthbert Johnson, all right.
Is there a real Cuthbert Johnson?
Obviously, there are Cuthbert Johnsons, and the Cuthbert Johnson that I found, that I decided I'll use him as a tool to chat with Archie, was Cuthbert Johnson, who was obsessed with Gregorian chants.
Amazing.
So I was trying to seek Gregorian chants out of this. So if you hear any, that's because I've just put them in your head, listener. So that's the introduction to Cuthbert. We'll talk more about it after we hear it. This is Cuthbert from Archie Shuttler from the new album Cowboy Jazz.
Cuthbert, stop that. Come over here. You're annoying the other students in the class. Adolf's chair belongs to him. It is not your personal trolley. You're staying behind at break to write the following lines. I, Cuthbert Johnson, will henceforth never disturb the tranquility of my learning environment. You'll write these lines 50 times. Cuthbert, wipe that grin off your face. And Cuthbert had never been happier. Cuthbert, stop that. Come over here. Stop putting sponges on other students' heads. Harry doesn't want you to touch his earlobes. And for that matter, neither do I. You'll recite these lines 100 times whilst marching up and down the hockey pitch. I, Cuthbert Johnson, will henceforth never disturb the tranquility of my learning environment. And Cuthbert marched those lines. He marched 100 times. And Cuthbert and the teacher had never been happier.
Cuthbert. Not the first track, but one of the tracks from the new album from Archie Shuttler. The narrating voice, is that your own that you use when you're teaching, or is that an impression of?
It's a fictionalized version of a little bit of me and a sort of archetypal annoyed teacher, I guess.
Yeah. It's just because he sounded quite posh.
Yeah,
So,
I'm good at the posh accent.
Yeah. The other thing I want to know is this has a dark cabaret feel. Why is it the school, the fear of school, the hatred of that
Yeah, like they can be quite oppressive environments where rules must be obeyed, but they're also quite ridiculous. So it's kind of meant to sound oppressive and ridiculous at the same time.
How many times did you get given lines, if ever?
I think they were already quite old-fashioned by the time I was at school, but I definitely had some.
Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, we did genuinely. The thing with we'll call him Cuthbert to keep on
Forever.
protecting his
Forever.
Yeah.
That's who it is.
But we did give Cuthbert lines, but sort of as a parody of lines, because we could never find a punishment that he didn't enjoy. Right. So we thought maybe he won't enjoy lines, or maybe he will, but it'll be interesting even if he does.
Yeah.
And he loved them.
Yeah, me too. That's why I was asking. I was given lines.
What did you like about doing lines?
Well, firstly, focus. There's an end game. Once you've done the 50 lines, how many lines it is, fill in this page. And I also they stopped me from writing because of my ADHD. They said, right, you can only write one page. You can only have one page. So I learned to get 14 words onto an A4 line paper. 14 more. 14 was the least amount of words I could get on one line of paper. So when they gave me lines, I got to just fill it all in really tiny.
Well, he did. It says in the song 50 times. We definitely didn't get him to do it 50 times because we're not actually sadists. No. But maybe 5 times, and then we put it on the pinboard in the classroom, and he was very proud.
Yeah.
He came in the next day and saluted his own lines, which is quite interesting.
So, Cowboy Chords is next on my list of in front of me.
That sounds good. That sounds like one to go with.
So, what are Cowboy Chords?
For the listener who is unaware of what Cowboy Chords are, they're very simple chords that a cowboy might play around a campfire, or anyone who finds themselves around a campfire. Very simple, crude chords that you don't have to move your hands around much. And the point of the song is celebrating simplicity in songwriting, I guess.
Okay. Oh, cool. Perfect. Thank you. Good introduction. This is Cowboy Chords.
I'll never get bored of cowboy chords. Well-chosen words of an easy third, or even in fits, the violent femmes. They wrote some gems. With simple lines. In a 4/4 time. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Can you let yourself go? Can you let yourself go? Inside this format, let it flow. Inside this format, let it flow. Let your freak flag fly. Hoist it high into the sky. Oh, Peter Stampfell, you really started something. Oh, Stevie Webber, you've got my heart a-thumping. Holy modal rounders, I want to be a spaceman too. Skibba-doo-boop-ba-doo-ba-doo-boop, boop-ba-doo-boop-boop-ba-doo. Though most of your songs have been forgotten, of all the singing children you have begotten. Oh, Mr. Squirrel, squirreling your way right up that tree. Whee! Oh, Mr. Squirrel, you are certainly having fun with your tail glinting in the sun. Oh, Mr. Squirrel, I like some nuts in my mouth too.
back in the game. But where is the game? Here's the game. I was going to play a jingle. So you're listening to Riverside Radio. I'm here with Archie Shuttler, and that was Cowboy Chords. And we were going to go and do a live performance, but I wanted to talk about Cowboy Chords because
do it.
It was just because of the people that were mentioned in the song. Stampfell,
Peter Stampfell, Stevie Webber, yeah.
Stevie Webber. They were the first people to have the word psychedelic in a.
They were
in a pop.
You've done your research.
I have to do my research, otherwise
well done.
I'm just listening to great music. So I bothered to look that up and found that out, and I wondered. Obviously, within the song, you praise them, and rightly so for their ability to never be completely famous.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's not
for their songs
why I love them, but
I know, but their songs have not reached that fame knowledge. But everybody that loves music
exactly
knows what are the modals? The modal rounders,
Holy Modal Rounders,
rounders. Which I did take a picture of something, because I think. Tell me more about why you've mentioned them within a song about Cowboy Jazz.
So, I mean, they are good exponents of, I guess, just cowboy chords, like very simple chords, and it's all about the story they're telling, the words. And also. That song, Cowboy Chords, references one of their songs called Mr. Spaceman.
Okay.
So I thought I was doing a sort of tribute to that song in a way, because the melody is from their song. But then I found out that their Mr. Spaceman is itself a parody of a song called Mr. Bassman. So, you know. Right. Every time you think you're referencing something, you're referencing something that someone else is referencing. I like that as well. The kind of that there's no real authorship to songwriting. It's
Well, ask Ed Sheeran. everybody's got everybody's song. So when I first met you, you were a member of the founding member of the Commie Faggots. They're not the Commie Faggots. Were you?
No, we decided definitely to not have the definite article because anyone can be one.
Yeah. So you were Commie Faggots, and
not the only ones.
And these are some of the names before they were the Holy Modal Rounders. Now, I thought you might maybe know, but
I think I know some of them. Yeah.
Okay, the Total Quintessence Stomach Pumpers, then the Temporal Worth High Steppers, then the Mother Beep Beep.
Yeah.
Creek Baby Beep Beep. That and it says there that was just a joke name. That last one, the Mother Beep Beep Beep. Anyway, he was Rinky Dink Steve, the Tin Horn, and I was Fast Lightning Kumquats. He was Teddy Boy Forever, and I was Wild Blue. I mean, you were Archie.
Yeah, I guess something else I got in common with them is the large range of stage names, pseudonyms.
I just thought I'd throw that in and get the people listening to understand more about the album and more about the influences, maybe, and the praises to nods to. There are nods to others who we'll learn about them as well.
Yeah, it mentions the Violent Femmes, that song as well.
What was I going to say about the Violent Femmes? Which song of the Violent Femmes would you say is the most cowboy chorded?
I mean, pretty much their entire oeuvre is not anything more than major or minor chords.
Okay.
I mean, pick any song of theirs, really. Out the Window is a particularly good one.
Because I've heard the Violent Femmes before, and I don't know where I haven't got it's not.
They're one of those 80s bands that doesn't sound anything like the 80s.
Yeah, good for them. I do have a question. I knew I had another question. Your freak flag.
Yes.
Which you mentioned in the song that you should, if you wanted. So also, if you've been listening, within the song, can you do your own? Can you at home and me at home when I get home? I nearly did it this afternoon, but I didn't have enough time. Make your own cowboy chord song. It's very simple. Just follow the rules. What's your freak flag look like?
Oh, I guess it's a blank canvas that you can change every day. It's just you're proud to be different, so however you're feeling different that day, slap it on the flag.
So, okay, yeah. A blank canvas every day.
Yeah, I reckon.
Cool,
New flag every day.
New flag every day.
Yeah.
All right,
why
cool.
not?
That's freaky. That's pretty freaky. Many moons ago, I don't know how many, but I put a picture of the world behind my face on my Facebook thing because people were saying that they were British and I'm an Englishman and I'm this and I'm that, and I just thought, well, I live on this planet.
Oh, you're
and I've just had that.
Fair play. No national boundaries.
No boundaries. Yeah. Well, I was born as me, and then I was named Carl Andrew Chamberlain Kent, and then I became Carl Kent because we ran away from my father, whose name was the Kent part of his name was stolen.
And did you ever live in Kent?
Near there, Canterbury, and his name was Nikolai Kravchenko, but that wasn't his real name. It was stolen, dead Englishman's name, and now I'm Carl Chamberlain and whatever. What's your name? It's all just construct, isn't it? Yeah. They didn't know where my father was, so I was mixed race for quite a while. Right. So, can I hear, because I would like to hear you play live, so you told me that you've got what's known as a song that helps sound engineers get your sound right.
This is a song conveniently called the sound check song, and we'll just check the relative placement of the microphone between my voice and the guitar. So I'm just going to put the mic down now. You'll hear my voice get quieter as it goes down, and I'll start playing the guitar. Back up. This is the sound check song. Oh. Don't worry, it's not very long.
Well, I can hear in my headphones what this means, that what I can hear is going out to you at home, and I say it sounds good.
Cool.
So let's sing that song that you're going to sing. What song are you going to sing?
I'm going to start with a song called Steps.
Okay, cool.
I'll introduce it a bit if you don't mind. So I call it Steps. I wrote it after reading Malcolm X's autobiography, and I was very pleased and surprised to find that before he became a political firebrand, he was known as an excellent Lindy Hop dancer. So he had good steps, and it's also about the steps one takes in one's life, and Malcolm X is an example of someone that I think he got better as a person with each iteration of himself. Okay, here we go. You've got to tolerate a bit of uncertainty. Things are not the same as when you were 30. There's not always an easy answer. Sometimes you've got to step like a Lindy Hop dancer. Sometimes you don't know the next steps, but like the steps of Malcolm X, each step leads to a better next, and then you lead to Huey P. Wee! Fred Hampton could do no wrong. Freddie's meeting with the Viet Cong. Don't let uncertainty leave you full of dread. The feds might shoot you in the head. Don't always look for easy answers. Listen to the linkers and enchanters. Don't be a house cat, be a black panther. Don't be Mike Tyson, be a tiny dancer. Bum 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 bum. Muhammad Ali knew how to fight, knew how to be free. He knew the value of dignity. He knew the value of being defiant, 'cause he was standing on the shoulders of giants. And the three men with whom I'd like to go to the pub: Fred Hampton, Raoul Wallenberg, and Blind Boy Boat Club. Well, they caught the 148 to Victoria Gate the day the CIA lied.
Ooh. That was Steps from the new album, Cowboy Jazz. So in a little while, in 3 minutes, we're going to have the halftime news. So we'll carry on talking about Steps, because after the ads come, we'll play Black and Red.
Yes,
because that makes sense.
Yeah. So one of the three men with whom I'd like to go to the pub,
yes,
is Fred Hampton,
right.
And Black and Red is about him.
Okay, cool. So, who are your, within that song? There was a line. Listen to your linkers and enhancers, or
linkers and enchanters.
Linkers and enchanters. Who are your linkers and enchanters?
Oh, off the top of my head, well, the three people that are mentioned at the end of the song, because Fred Hampton was all about linking people. He was about unity over division. So he was a socialist. Yeah.
We've got 3 minutes. So I don't want to kind of introduce him.
We'll get onto him in more detail later. But his big thing was linking up different communities. Yeah. So the poor white people of Chicago with the poor black people of Chicago. Yeah. And the Latino people.
Yeah. The people that are paying the price for other people's luxury.
Yeah, so he was very much a linker, and then I'd say an enchanter might be more of the artistic people, the people who enchant with their music. Yes. And I mean, a list as long as my arm. Yeah. Sid Barrett's the first person that's popping into my head. I'm not entirely sure why. Yeah. But could go on. The Holy Modal Rounders.
When I was listening to the track, I think I started thinking about within my own community. Like, who are the linkers and chanters?
Well, you're one, I would say.
Thank you very much. Cheers. Yeah, well, and that's what I'm thinking of. I'm thinking of Richard Allen, would be one who continues to believe in equality of all.
Yeah, and so we've both been open mic hosts, as has Richard Allen. Yeah. And I think that's, you link people together as an open mic host. A lot of the people I know now I've met through your open mics, and I think I've done the same for other people. So
for sure. Yeah, definitely. Thinkers and enchanters. I'm going to seek them all out.
Yes,
and give them love and invite them to come down.
It's an endless list, and ever expanding list. And the more you link, the more enchanters you find.
Yeah. Oh, the other thing is that we're supposed to mention. You can see we're not very good at this marketing malarkey. Well, you've got a launch album for launch night for this album. Yes. When is it? Where is it? Now's the time to tell us.
All right. So it's on Sunday, the 3rd of May.
Cool.
So that's that bank holiday so you don't need to worry about not being able to go to having to go early because Monday you got the day off.
Yay!
Hopefully. Yeah. Sunday the 3rd of May on a boat. It's the Theatre Ship.
Okay.
And it's fantastic, and we chose it because it's a really intimate venue. It's 90 seats. Okay. So get your tickets soon because they might sell out.
Yep.
And it's a real sort of nice atmosphere when it's not being used as a performance space. It's a cinema, so it's got cinema seats.
Okay, cool.
Everything's blacked out, and you just I played there, and you could hear a pin drop, which is kind of the vibe we want, because my album and Tommy, because I'm doing this album, it's a double launch with Tommy McDonald.
Okay, cool.
And both of our songs are quite wordy, so we want people listening down and listening to the words, like good students.
Cool. All right, we'll do that again after these. You're listening to the Monday Club. I'm here with Archie Shuttler talking about Cowboy Jazz. So prior to those ads, we were talking about Fred Hampton, and there's a couple of tracks on this album that I haven't written any notes for. Mm-hmm. And the reason why, and it kind of joins in with what you said just a moment ago, that it's quite a wordy album. But there's a couple that are just kind of like, here are some information in a pleasant enough way for you to suck it up.
Yes, right? Try to make it palatable with a nice tune.
And here is some information that may change the way that you feel about how you're being manipulated, how you're being controlled, how you're being shown the truth of your country's histories.
Yeah,
and I think the story of Fred Hampton is one of those ones where he was a man that, as far as I can tell from the brief research that I did, was a man that united the people who were struggling the most with let's just say, the austerity of the situation they were in. Yeah. So it was the poorest communities were being hurt the most, and he did amazing things to get those people onto a kind of a more even tried to get people onto a more
some
even
success.
No, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Like he was doing it.
Yeah,
he was doing it. Tell me what your feelings about Fred Hampton is, and why you've got a song kind of like dedicated to his efforts.
Well, I guess part of the thinking was I've written so many political songs about so many figures, but most of them have been songs about people I disapprove of, to put it mildly. Yeah. But so I thought. And that song, Steps, I played, I mentioned three heroes, three men with whom I'd like to go to the pub. Yes. And so he's one of them. He's just one of the most charismatic figures from a very charismatic movement, the Black Panthers. And so the song's kind of about him as an individual, but also kind of through him about the Black Panthers.
Well, okay, so there's the Black Panthers, and there's the Rainbow Coalition, which is kind of
which he set up. Yeah.
So I love the fact that someone who was part of the Black Panthers and that unity, because of what was happening to that community, made perfect sense.
Yeah, exactly.
And within that community, he said, well, it's not just us.
Yeah,
it's like when people are talking about women's rights, and they're not talking about the rights of women who are of colour, or they're only talking about the rights of people that have had the vote for much longer than other people. That sort of exactly. Socialism is what I believed was going to happen when John Smith was going to be elected before he passed. Right. That sort of, it was just, Jeremy Corbyn. That's what he wants, is for everyone to be on an even footing, and the best education should be given to everybody. And the best healthcare should be given to everybody. And this is what he believes. Is that right? Or am I?
Yeah, and he was seeing that the government weren't doing it. So he believed in community organising to provide things for the community that the government weren't. And things like the breakfast programme, the Black, not him in isolation, but the Black Panthers in general rolled out these breakfast programmes for young kids whose families couldn't afford to give them 3 meals a day. Yeah. Because the state weren't doing it, which kind of shamed the state into then later providing breakfast programs. So that literally changed government policy. Yeah.
Fantastic. All right, cool. Right. Does it fit Cowboy chords?
Oh, yeah. There's nothing. It's entirely just major and minor. There's an E7, which no self-respecting cowboy would play an E7.
Right, this is called Black and Red, and it's by Archie Shuttler, and it's from the album Cowboy Jazz.
Oh, his given name was Fred. He was black, he was red, and now reason why. The police shot him dead with 2 bullets in his head at the behest of the FBI. Was it for stealing ice creams and giving kids an hour to dream by handing out his bounty on the street? Or working with the young lord's subversive use of blackboards, or making sure that children had something to eat? The breakfast programs he was running, or the calling out, the gunning down of black folks in the streets of Chicago? Was it giving free classes, or uniting the poor masses, the blacks, the whites, and the Chicanos? Oh, his given name was Fred. He was black, he was red, and that was the reason why the police shot him dead with 2 bullets in his head at the behest of the FBI. Was it the success of his mission, called the Rainbow Coalition, or when he called on the community to surveil the police, to reverse the increase of the murder of black lives with impunity? Or was it when he suggested the right to bear arms be tested by black folks arming for their self-defense? Or when he pushed the evolution of the Constitution so that true equality might commence? There could be no denial that the right to a fair trial meant to be tried by a jury of your peers. This could not only be right if the defendant was white, but Hampton's court was met by judging jeers. Was it because he had backbone that they tapped his mother's phone and bribed the services of a rat? His thoughts were his own, he was not violence prone, and preferred water on fire to combat. Yes, he was so charismatic that the feds thought it pragmatic, and in the interests of the rulers of the nation, to remove the black messiah and to fight water with fire with a political assassination. So at 4 in the morning, just before the day was dawning, 8 fascist pigs kicked down his front door, and they filled him full of lead as he was lying in his bed, and then dragged his dead body across the floor. And as they came out on the street, they grinned for the camera fleet, and then they drove his lifeless form away. They'd removed the movement's head, and the family then bled, and the wound is still thing to this day. Oh, his given name was Fred. He was black, he was red, and that was the reason why the police shot him dead as he was lying in his bed at the
Who was that at the behest of?
At the behest of J. Edgar Hoover.
Ah.
No relation to Henry.
Right. That's the brand name anyway. It's not a Hoover. It's not a Hoover. It's a vacuum
It's a
cleaner.
vacuum cleaner. Or a Dyson.
That's what happens. A stepfather reminds me of. You're not even right. You're not even right, Carl. Right. So that was Black and Red, and we're going to play more music and talk a little bit more. I'm just trying to work out what time is and what things we could do. So we're going to maybe go back to the beginning of the album, and to this tradition.
4 years.
Can you remember? Well, it's 4 albums. I don't know how many albums you made.
Yeah. Oh, so it's 4, and it's supposedly once a year. Although I shouldn't admit this on the radio, but it's been 2 years since the last one.
Mate, I got married in Glastonbury. I'm married in the real world since 2017, and then in Glastonbury, I'm married less years because Glastonbury wasn't on. The Glastonbury Festival wasn't on, so I don't count those. So. It's exactly the right amount of time that it's taken for you to get the albums out.
Exactly.
Because it's a bit, wasn't one of them 2020?
Yes, yeah.
So we're not
including
a whole
that. Pandemic.
Yeah. So, and that will connect us with the Olive Tree later because one of the albums, Cactus, has got a plant thing. Anyway, but with every new reel, we become less real. So with every new year was the original song. With every new year, I'll read the album, which is the beginning of that song. But this is not a tirade. It's in no way a tirade, because tirades are unthought out. But this is punning is one thing within it. There's lots of puns. There's at least one pun anyway. But I want to talk about it beforehand rather than afterwards because I want to get. Sure. I want people to know what I thought, what I wondered when I was listening to it, because within it you say I'd rather do this than that. So I'd rather this than that to distract myself from the pain that I'd rather not look at, but I know I should to connect to how I feel. Yes. So that's like that's a quote lyric. I've just lifted that up. And like, there's loads of bits of that I could pinpoint. But what I wondered with you would, because I love you very much, and I know that you'll answer this as honestly as possible, is what is the "I know I should" part of that? So, like, is it how are we being manipulated to feel guilty, or are we being manipulated to feel guilty by these visions from around the world, not within our only via digital media these days, like of pain, of other people's pain, of other people's suffering, of other people's violence and belief that they are better than everybody else. What is it? Do you think that's a deliberate thing that is being done to the populations?
Yeah, so that lyric, distract myself from the pain that I'd rather not look at, but I know I should. You could take it as your own, the pain of your life that comes from your own personal history.
Yeah. So, I thought of that as well.
Everyone's got their traumas, and I think maybe maybe I chose the word "should" because it rhymed with something, but we shouldn't say "should," but
I understand.
But I think it's good for us to look at our past trauma, because otherwise we carry it around with us, and if we look at it, we analyze it, then it's got less of a grip over us. So it can either be taken as our personal pain, or the collective pain. So if you bury your head from terrible things that are happening around the world, then you're kind of in some way complicit with it, I think. Yeah,
and also you bury your head from the mail, just the mail on your door. That's just as kind of like important. You're made to feel guilty about that. You're not joining it. You're not doing what everyone else is doing. You've got to wake up at 7 and wash and brush and teeth and eat this food. Since the only offer you're getting is these processed foods. If you're skint, you're stuck with what was around the corner from you in a supermarket, which is farming to its nth degree, which we know is no good for man nor beast in any way, shape or form, and yet we're made to feel guilty for not wanting to open a bill for water. I just wanted to push that idea of how manipulated the world is, and how this kind of like the seeking out the likes or not seeking out the likes or causing people or liking things that people have done. You don't know them, you've never seen them, you may not agree with them totally, but that thing that they did was quite good, so you like that. It's just about that. It's about the joke that you've made about the reels and about the focus on.
Yeah. So with every new reel, we become less real. It's that kind of. I think where people sort of have avatars of themselves, their ideal self on a Instagram page.
Yeah. And when they're dead, their ideal self will still be living and buying stuff. Via, not buying stuff, but encouraging other people to buy it.
Buy stuff,
we'll get to Edward Bernays, I'm sure. Anyway, so this new track, I think I have to do this because time has become, hopefully, you're listening to the Monday Club.
Riverside.
I'm here with Archie Shuttler, and this is With Every New Reel, We Become Less Real.
I said with every new year that I'd release a new album. Someone said albums are so 20th century. You should release a series of singles instead and promote them on Instagram. I said rather than trying to squeeze into the latest box, I'd rather look under the rocks and roll them down the hill. And I'd rather feel the knocks than pop a pain-kill pill. And I'd rather Palestine be free and see children swimming in the river than myself on social media TV with a filtered face and a poison liver. Yes, I'd rather climb a mountain if I could choose, or walk down a shady lane than anxiously check my Instagram views to distract myself from the pain that I'd rather not look at, but I know I should to connect with how I feel. Yes, I'd rather my art was honest and good than a popular Instagram reel.
So an honest and good piece of art there called With Every New Reel We Become Less Real, from Archie Shuttler, from the album Cowboy Jazz, which is been launched nowish, but on 3rd of May they'll be at the Theatre Ship.
That's the one.
Which is where?
It's in Canary Wharf.
Okay, cool. All right, so this will be good. All this in Canary Wharf. So I had some more questions. I had one question that was based on knowing that you're going to perform this whole album live.
Yeah.
Right. So have you written to perform live? Have you written to record? Have you written like specifically for something that you want to just record? You don't necessarily think about it. You haven't thought about playing it live.
Yeah, I've done both in my time.
Okay. What's the?
I think the balance of this one is kind of more quite a lot of the song structures, and it goes back to the title of the album, Cowboy Jazz. Quite a lot of the songs are written with very simple structures, which then allow really good musicians to be able to improvise over them without having heard them too many times.
So which musicians have we heard so far?
So you'll have heard the fiddle on, I think, all of the recordings so far, and that's by my good friend Jake Slocum, who you might have met at Glastonbury.
Name sounds...
Yeah, although you might have seen him playing drums, because he's primarily a drummer, but he's also an amazing fiddler. But sadly, he lives in Bristol. Well, happily for him, because I think he's very happy there. But it does mean that playing gigs with me in London is somewhat of a challenge. So part of the thinking with writing these songs is a lot of them are very simple structures which allow musicians, and not Jake in this case, he won't be at the album launch, but Tommy McDonald, who we're doing the joint album launch, he's going to do his album, Brickmill Park, but he's also going to play accordion on mine. Now his accordion doesn't feature on the records, so that's, I like to have songs, arrangements that are a bit different live from on the record. And there's Bella Emerson on cello on a couple of songs. There will be fiddle, just not by Jake. So another great fiddler called Andrew Liddell. And then the nucleus of the band. So that's Craig Hilton on drums and Chris Henkin on bass. And if anyone's seen the album cover, you'll see me holding a saxophone. So that's a joke. I don't play the saxophone, but there is saxophone on the album, signifying the jazz of the Cowboy Jazz. And my friend Eugene will be playing sax on the song Cowboy Chords, which we played earlier. Cool.
One more question. Did you know that you've got within that particular song, Palestine will be free from the sea to the river?
I intentionally
My next question was that deliberate?
So what's the line? So the obvious rhyme was the one I chose to not do the obvious rhyme. And I'd rather Palestine be free and see children swimming in the river than myself on social media TV with a filtered face and a poisoned liver. So it's just playing around with rhyme schemes. People's expectation would be that I would say that line, and then I'm not. But
sensible.
There is another song coming up called Olive Tree, which does mention...
Well, we're going to play that in a minute, but I've got one more question, because what would a ridiculously popular reel would it make you smile? Like, if you got a ridiculously popular Insta reel for whatever reason, would you go, that's quite nice?
I mean, it would be kind of ironic if I did actually do a reel for that song, and I think it got about 12 views or something. So, but it would have been ironic if it had become very popular.
What do you think is how many views is popular? In your world?
I don't,
because I can tell you that popular in the world of people.
For me, anything above 100, I'm very happy with.
100.
But I don't, I'm aware that would be seen as not a popular reel in influencer world.
Okay, all right. So we'll leave that. I'll talk to you later. But 50,000 was one of the ones that I've had.
Gosh. Oh, wow.
Yeah,
well
it's
done.
Annoying. You had to answer all the people. It was just people annoyed with me. I'll tell you about that. It's not for tonight.
Not for the
it's
our dear listeners right now.
But it's nothing to do with Cowboy Jazz. We're going to play a song that you just mentioned, The Olive Tree, and now Cactus was one of the albums that we've talked about.
The Accidental Death of a Cactus was the previous one,
so this is a plant that you had that died. How does anyone kill a cactus? No one knows. It's not possible. But you managed it. The olive tree. There are two olive trees involved in this. The first one died, and the second one is still alive and well.
Yes.
Okay. All right. What's the olive tree about then?
Well, so it's about. I was given together with my then wife, who you know, Kate, an olive tree as an engagement present. Back in 2014, I think it would have been. And for anyone who doesn't know, olive trees are symbols of lasting love, so good engagement present. But we didn't look after it very well, and about 6 months after we received it, it died, and about 3 months after that, the marriage died. But then, about 8 years ago, I met my current girlfriend, and we're still together. So we're 8 years into a relationship and a new relationship. And about 2 years ago, I thought it was about time to get a new olive tree.
Nice.
And it's currently still alive. And I think probably most of the listeners are aware of the importance of olive trees to Palestinian culture. So there's a bit of that thrown in as well.
That was gifted to you and me as a symbol of enduring love. It's never free, just like the dove. Oh, the olive tree, we let it die, didn't we? My, oh my, we let it die. Now 10 years on, I've come to buy a new tree I intend to keep alive. A new love that can face the sun. This decade will be a better one. And in that time I hope to see a world where Palestine is free. A world where olive groves grow from the river to the sea. Maybe not 5 times a day, but I do get down to pray. Yes, I'm on my knees, gardening.
Down on your knees gardening, not necessarily 5 times a day, but thinking about the future. We've got 45 seconds to remind people where the launch is.
It is at the Theatre Ship, which is in Canary Wharf, South East London, and it's on Sunday the 3rd of May, starting at 7 p.m.
You're launching this. Tommy McDonald.
Mm-hmm.
is launching his album.
Yeah, which is called Brookmill Park.
Thank you very much. I wasn't sure of that. But I know him as a key player. Is that the album?
So I think on the night he will mainly, for his album, he'll be singing and playing piano, and he'll also be playing accordion with me.
Cool.
Yeah.
Perfect. That's it. We did that. You're listening to the Monday Club. We'll see you after these. We're going to play some more music from Archie's album, Cowboy Jazz. This one is just initial, just letters.
Yes. So they may or may not stand for something.
Right. Okay. So what do you want to do with this one? Should we play it and then talk about it afterwards? Would you like to tease people with what the letters are? Maybe. Not. I mean, just say the letters.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'll say what they are, and they've got till the first chorus comes around to kind of guess what.
Right. Okay. So
what it stands for.
I know. Right. So I'm going to blank out what I know. Tell me the letters now.
So the letters are HSSTP, and they refer to
has someone... No, I can't think of anything that would fit that.
Well, you got till the first chorus.
Okay, all right. So this is HSST. Is it toilet paper?
I was listening to Blind Boys podcast. It's a way I help the time to pass. When he pointed out the most pretentious phrase that I have ever heard in all my days, it's the most absurd sequence of words ever used to describe a tea bag. Say hello to the handstick silken tea pillow. Put it in your cup and be a mellow fellow. You can search up high above or down below, but nothing beats the handstood silken tea pillow. What went on in the fever dream of the people in this marketing team? Had they been reading purple poetry or drinking mugs of LSD when they came up with this term for a bag of tea? Handstick silken tea pillow. Put it in your cup and be a mellow fellow. You can search up high above or down below, but nothing beats the handstick silken tea pillow. Is anyone gonna miss the dream alchemist? That's the phrase they use for the head of marketing. Oh, I would rather kiss a caffeinated Satanist. Let's go to the institution in which consumer goods are exchanged for money and put some hand-stitched silken tea pillows in our petroleum-based synthetic membranous manual conveyancer, bring them back to our living quarters, put them in clay vessels and pour recently boiled hydrogen dioxide on them as we exhale mellifluously. Hand-stitched silken tea pillow. Put it in your cup and be a mellow fellow. You can search up high above or down below, but nothing beats the handstick silken tea pillow. Handstick silken tea pillow. Put it in your cup and be a mellow fellow. You can search up high above or down below, but nothing meets the handstick silken tea pillow.
HSSTP, which stands for
Handstitched silken toilet paper.
right. So no, that's not true.
Tea pillow.
Tea pillow, because you can't have a cup of tea unless you're doing that. So one of the things mentioned in here was exhale mellifluously, right? So I thought, what's that about? That's got to be something. So it's to release breath in a manner that is smooth, gentle, and profoundly pleasant to the ear, often creating a relaxing flow in sound similar to honey. Honey doesn't make a sound. People. These advertising. So I worked in advertising in the 80s, But
what was the most ridiculous phrase you heard people?
No, I didn't know. I worked in the accounts department. I worked as an accounts clerk within advertising, but they were really quite high in the creative parts of any advertising, because I worked as an agency worker.
So you were the finance magician?
I was, yeah. I did get invited to become one of the members on the TV advertising, but then life got freaky, as it always has, because of my flag flying high. It's joining in flag. And the other thing was the petroleum, what's the word? It doesn't matter, you won't.
Petroleum-based synthetic membranous manual conveyancer. It looks like otherwise known as a carrier bag.
It looks like there aren't many great matches for your search. So that was HSSTP, and within it, at the beginning of it, the reason why you know about this ridiculous state of affairs, that there's a tea pillow, or a pillow for your tea, is because of the Blind Boy podcast. And I said I wanted to play Lying to Insurance Companies next, and there's a connection betwixt.
So both that song that you just listened to and this song coming up reference Blind Boy. His full name, Blind Boy Boat Club, and his podcast, and he is also one of the three men with whom I'd like to go to the pub from the song Steps that I played earlier. I think he's a very articulate, very funny man, and talks very wisely, funnily and compassionately about a range of topics.
So I've got this down as Lying to Insurance Companies.
Yes.
But the full title is Lying to Insurance Companies is Never Wrong. Is that correct? Or is that one of those in parentheses things that people do?
So I kind of like lying to insurance companies, and then you find out in the song that it's never wrong. So maybe we shouldn't give it away in the title. Although we just
insurance companies could get you stuff or stuffed.
Not that we're encouraging that on the radio.
No. Just these are facts. It could get you stuffed. You could get arrested for that sort of stuff. That sort of malarkey. That sort of behaviour. Right. Eltic. Lying to Insurance Companies is never wrong. If that's not the full song. This is Lying to Insurance Companies.
Lying to insurance companies is never wrong. I just want to play my guitar all day long. Sometimes when sitting on a unicycle, one's bottom gets wet. Shoot the ones who never stick their heads above the parapet. You always did the washing up, and for that I am grateful. But waiting in the supermarket queue with you was hateful. All along, all he said always seemed deep and meaningless, but then he'd hit you with the punchline like the true meaning was yes.
Not technically dead air.
No.
It's cosmic air.
It's cosmic, man. It's cosmic. If anybody worked out what happened there, I hope you didn't. And if you did, then I'm really sorry that you may have assumed that you heard part of a swear word. I am very sorry. I I'd only listened to it 4 times, so I've forgotten that it was such a drawn out, well articulated word, and it was pertinent and necessary for that song. Now, the ibis within that song, the ibis symbolises wisdom, communication, and profound transformation.
Yeah, although they don't get the respect they deserve in Australia.
Hence the bin chicken.
Yeah,
they're called bin
chickens.
Yes.
Yeah.
Have you seen them? Have you been to a part of the world where you've seen?
I've never been to Australia,
but have you seen
I've never seen them. The closest I've seen to an ibis in real life, or an ibis, I pronounce it ibis in the song, I hope I'm not pronouncing it correctly,
you're not.
Is the hotels, but so I've only ever seen the bird on a screen.
An ibis hotel,
It'd be great if there was ibises just
now
walking around those hotels.
I've been to Australia and I'm pretty sure, I can't remember whether they're the really tall ones, but
they're the ones with the bendy beaks.
Yeah.
Very bendy beaks.
Yeah, I think they're quite tall. They're like 4 foot tall. They're quite.
So there's an entire Blind Boy podcast called Ode to a Princely Bin Chicken, about how much he loves ibises, and he sees them as jokingly the spirit animal of rebellion, because they just don't give a, and then the word you beeped out in the song. Yeah,
because I'd realised, so I've got flippancy, like with regards to the flippancy of kind of like they don't do us any, the insurance companies don't do us any favours, we don't do them any favours. If we lose a camera that you've got a receipt for, claim it back, and if you haven't got a receipt for something, try and claim that back too as well, because you paid for it in the beginning, and if a flood happens, you should be insured because you paid the insurance for however many years. So there's the flippancy of that, and then there's this kind of like a spiritual chanting within the song itself that I kind of I enjoyed, and then there's the drone, so it's quite a nice song. Considering, well, the title's lying to insurance companies, and then within it you say no, but it's quite spiritual.
Well, I like contrast. I like doing the unexpected, so it's sort of a 90-degree swerve halfway through the song. Kind of enjoy doing that kind of thing to my listeners.
All right, well, where's we swerve to now? I'll tell you what. I'm gonna ask you, would you like people to hear Where's Wallenberg?
So maybe that's
we've got time now.
So
no, let's leave it. Let's set it.
I think that should deserve its own section, because not to spoil to give any spoilers, but it's a very long song.
Cool. So one of the things that when I first found out about what was happening in Palestine was before October the 7th, and I did what was known as a deep dive, or what I now found out is called an ADHD hyperfocus. And within that, I found out about the way that they were taking land by building walls and saying it's for the protection of this, blah, 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 blah. And it kind of it drove me insane when they were stealing 100 metres just so they moved the wall, or they broke part of the wall so they moved the wall further into their territory. And just, I was very, very angry at the time, but this was before it was.
There's a long history.
It was everybody. So it was, I don't know when it was that my first thing about it might have been after me going to find out. But anyway, so I knew about this, the wall situation. Within that part of the world, and how it was abused, and how the people on the wrong side of the wall were treated. It's I married a northern lass, and now I can say tret with confidence, like it's a real word, because it is. So, tell me more about what made you decide to pour your emotions into a song about them building a wall.
So I should first start by saying I should have told you this before. This is a cover of a song by David Rovix.
Oh, cool!
Yeah, who I think you know.
Yeah. Through you, I know David Rovix stuff. For sure. Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah, so I'm a big fan of his. Yeah, well, cool. I should have told you.
Cool.
And he's been a bit of a mentor to me.
Yes.
I did a cover of this song before I actually ever met him, so I was a fan.
Cool.
First and foremost, and then with my old band did a few gigs with him. And he's a very prolific songwriter. He's written definitely hundreds, if not thousands, of songs. And this of all his songs is one that has always really got me. he wrote it. You speak about sort of being aware of Palestine history before October 7th, 2023. This was written in about 2003,
right.
so 20 years before that.
Yeah.
And it was when Israel were building what they called the security wall, and what a lot of Palestinians refer to as the apartheid wall.
Yes. This was it.
And and it was the power of a song we were talking about it before, to really sort of open people up to thinking about things in different ways, feeling things in different ways. And when I first heard this song by him, that did that to me. And so this album, it starts, you've listened to the opening track and which is With Every New Reel We Become Less Real, and the closing track, Olive Tree, and they both make passing references to Palestine, but I thought, like, you can't just make passing references and not have something more substantial. So this is a very substantial song written by David Rovics, and this is my cover of it.
They're building a wall between friends, a wall that justifies any means for their ends. Many feet thick and 20 feet high, no one can look through it and into the eye of a person you might know, in whom you might confide, who's now just a stranger on the other side. They're building a wall between water and land, so we can eat fruit and they can eat sand. Oh, all to ensure that our orchards will grow and our kids can get fat and not need to know of the cities in ruins and the children in fear that their brothers and sisters in tanks might be near. Oh, all to keep silent that which you fear most, so you don't have to listen to your grandfather's ghost. They're building a wall between future and past, a wall to keep separate the chambers of gas from the white phosphorus and the tears of a child. Dignity, love, and all honor defiled, till we remove reality from your facts on the ground. Oh, wall, keep silent that terrible sound of the houses that crumble and the children who die. A wall keeps separate the truth from the lie. They're building a wall, and at such a cost. But is it just money, or all the lives lost? Oh, all made of bricks, but bricks can be broken when the children of Zion have finally awoken and said no more walls, no more refugees, no more keeping people down on their knees. And the history books will one day recall, before apartheid was ended, they were building a wall.
The Building a Wall, a cover of a David Roberts song by Archie Shuttler on his album Cowboy Jazz. One of the things that I wrote down is it's the most Gaelic song on the album.
That, and so Black and Red, which I played, so I wrote the words, but the tune is actually an Irish song. So Dominic Bayon, who wrote lots of songs in the 60s, brother of Brendan, the famous poet, he wrote this song called Building Up and Tearing England Down, and I think the Doublers might have done it as well, but the version I know is by the Mary Wallopers, who are an amazing Irish band, mates with Kneecap.
Yeah, I love them.
Very good on Palestine as well. Unsurprisingly, a lot of Irish people are.
Now I'm trying to remember, is it the Magic Garden tomorrow? There's a band, and it's either the Thumping Fellas or the other ones. Check out the Magic Garden when you go out. When you go home tonight. There's a band on tomorrow at the Magic Garden, the Thumping. I can't remember, but you've got to go. Cool. The other thing I wrote, which makes perfect sense now, is it's still annoyingly danceable, like because of the what the song's about. Let's have Lustgarten.
Oh yes,
I've called it Lustgarten.
Yes, I think the Germans might say Lustgarten, but I don't actually speak German.
Lustgarten.
We'll go for Lustgarten.
Let's play it.
I want to make a home of chrome, or crawl inside a telephone. Oh, there's no need to search for meaning inside a purple peacock preening. I wanna sing, I wanna play, and all I really wanna say is ooh, 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 ooh. And if I let you join my band, will you let me hold your hand? And if I bake you a nice pie, will you let me lick your eye? Oh, I can make the best horse noises, they're better than the other voices. No need to be so serious, quit your job and come with us. Let's live a little bit today, there's too much work not enough play. Oh, I've got to harden in the pleasure garden. Oh, I've got to harden in the pleasure garden.
Lustgarten. Have you ever accidentally made horsey noises while playing around? See, everyone has, but they don't brag about it. Let's just leave that there, because we are going to have some more of the break noise soon, and after the break, I'd like to play a more serious track than Lustgarten for sure, which is Where's Wallenberg?
Yes.
Now, tell me. Just tell me. Just come at me.
So from the whimsical to the weighty, Where's Wallenberg is a song about the third man with whom I'd like to go to the pub, if you were listening earlier. And I don't know if I'd like to go to the pub with him, because I don't know if he'd be fun in the pub, but he was just like one of, in my opinion, history's greatest heroes, and unsung until I sang about him. So everyone knows about Schindler, because Steven Spielberg made a film about him, but Raoul Wallenberg was equally heroic, and it also links to Palestine and Israel, going back as far as the Second World War, and he saved thousands of lives, and I think he deserved to be sung about.
Mm-hmm. Okay, what's his full name?
Raoul Wallenberg.
R-A-O-U-L?
R-A-O-U-L, yes.
Raoul Wallenberg. And we're going to start the second half of the second hour with that track, and it's called Where's Wallenberg? That's got a parenthesis as well, hasn't it? And where's his Hollywood film? Yeah. Okay, so you're listening to the Monday Club. See you after Where's Wallenberg has first.
Where's Wallenberg and where's his Hollywood film? How the chambers of his heart burned. Did his spirit die in jail, or is it fighting tyrants still? The Swedish architect named Raoul Wallenberg. He used to hitch his way around the USA. He said it taught him the value of tact. He was once mugged in a dark alleyway. He said it taught him how and when to act. His great-great-grandfather was a German Jew, and he was proud of this ancestry. And when Sweden stayed neutral in World War II, this was not where he wanted to be. His friend Kalman Lur lived in Hungary, and Raoul helped him run his business there. He stayed while his friend had to flee, and in this time he became aware of the bureaucratic methods of the Nazi machine, and their love of official-looking documents. Though he lived in Sweden in between, he was getting closer to Hungary in increments. Where's Wallenberg and where's his Hollywood film? How the chambers of his heart burned. Did his spirit die in jail, or is it fighting tyrants still? The normal-looking man named Raoul Wallenberg. The War Refugee Board came to Stockholm to find someone to rescue Budapest. Kalman Lur knew who to telephone and recommended Raoul as the best. He went to Hungary under diplomatic cover and posed as a Swedish diplomat. He started issuing protective passports, covered them with stamps, and pretended that any Jew he could find was a Swedish citizen awaiting repatriation. This way he saved at least 9,000 women and men from the death camp deportations. When lying to Nazis, you can never be wrong. So he then rented 32 buildings. Yes, he lied to Nazis all day long and added official-looking gildings. The Swedish Research Institute said one. The Swedish Library said another. And inside he housed 10,000 daughters and sons. Save the lives of these sisters and brothers. Oh, where's Wallenberg and where's his Hollywood film? How the chambers of his heart burned. Did his spirit die in jail, or is it fighting tyrants still? The privileged white guy named Raoul Wallenberg. He would go to the trains headed for the camps. One time he even stepped up on the roof. He handed out the passports with their official-looking stamps, and his boldness was his only proof. You see, sometimes the only thing a Nazi believes is a tall white man yelling at them. And in this way he passed out all these reprieves, and the guards let the prisoners off the train. And when the SS shot folks into the river, Raoul jumped in himself to pull them out. And if there were any spines up which could shoot a shiver, he'd deliver them that shiver to shake out. Once he halted a death march with his passports, and each one was a passport to living. Each time he endangered his own life, and he did it with no misgivings. Oh, where's Wallenberg and where's his Hollywood film? How the chambers of his heart burned. Did his spirit die in jail, or is it fighting tyrants still? The hacker of Nazi brains named Raoul Wallenberg. Each night he'd sleep in a different place to escape the goose-stepping guns. And each day he'd save another face until the whole nightmare was done. Now I'll know one hated Jews more than the Nazis. The Soviets were Jew haters too, and the ghouls in charge of the its policy of neutrality. So they never bothered Stalin for Wallenberg's sake. That's the neutral coward's mentality. Other states rushed to applaud him with power play always in mind. The new state of Israel chose to award him the righteous among nations, and you'll find in Tel Aviv today a statue of him, while the IDF shoot children in the head. Righteous certainly, but he'd have thought dimly of any state so steeped in bloodshed. Oh, where's Wallenberg and where's his Hollywood film? How the chambers of his heart burn. Did his spirit die in jail, or is it fighting tyrants still? All children should learn around Wallenberg.
That was Where's Wallenberg from Archie Shuttler's new album, Cowboy Jazz.
Was it long enough for you, Carl?
Yeah, perfect. Just the right amount. You're listening to the Monday Club. Now then, Archie, I'm going to tell you what I wrote for this next track, because I couldn't work out who this person might be. So I just wrote Drifty Island, as in Island, Drifty Island Folk Futility. Does that make any sense? I told you you'd either make you laugh or you'd be offended. You're laughing at me with offence in your eyes.
I'm not offended. I'm just bewildered.
No.
So that's about Oliver Callahan?
Right, yeah. What, who is he? Or what is this?
So he's I believe the term is portmanteau, so putting two things together. So Oliver is Oliver Mutikudzi, and the music is quite heavily references one of his songs called Toddy. And then some of the words in the verses are written by Bill Callahan. So the song Oliver Callahan puts those two together. I have no idea if they're aware of each other's existence, but they are now together. This song.
The collaborations.
Yes,
you forced them into collaboration.
Yes, whether they like it or not.
Perfect. This is Oliver Callahan.
blood on the seas if you map 'em. There's mud on my knees, please slap 'em. Your feet'll be pleased if you tap 'em. There's blood on the seas if you map 'em. There's sap in the trees if you tap 'em. There's mud on my knees, please slap 'em. There's too many red trousers in Clapham. How can I be lost when I don't know where I'm going? How can I be lost when I don't know where I'm going?
Oliver Callahan, which is, what did you call it? The mixture of the two? Portmanteau.
Portmanteau. And can I ask you something?
Yes.
As a Clapham resident,
yes.
Are there still too many red trousers in Clapham?
No, I think it was a phenomenon that lasted about a year, and then everyone in Clapham went, "Oh, the boys, everyone's taking a mick out of us," because they were. I know what he's talking about. It's the red cords and the kind of canary yellow cords, and there's like an off green. They're kind of those things that canvas, horrible, high waisted, yucky, tight. With shoes, you could see their socks.
So this phenomenon is long gone, and I've just sort of dredged it back up with the song.
I've seen it in Italy.
Oh,
I've seen it in Italy.
I'm aware of it in Italy.
Yeah, there's this. Yeah, that's the thing of it.
Is there maybe Italian immigrants in Clapham?
Yeah,
could that be the source?
Yeah, it could be. There's a lot of good reasons to go to Clapham. But I'm gonna say that's enough talking about people, middle class people and their strange clothing. They're still doing the jacket around the shoulders thing. Not jacket, jumper. Anyway, let's move on to another song from the album. Ziggy is not a name that I would say he's often called by.
Yes,
but this is a song.
It's apparently what his parents called him.
Right. Yeah. Oh, okay. So he knew himself as Siggy. I don't know him as, you're talking about Sigmund Freud, the godfather of psychoanalysis and Oedipus. Why in under a minute? This is not. We're not going to do.
Well, you'd have to ask my psychoanalyst, who's not a Freudian.
Okay.
She's a Jungian.
Okay. All right. So
just point out Siggy. So it's not only his name, but also the British term for a cigarette.
Yes.
And Freud's nephew, Edward Bernays, did lots of ad campaigns, including getting women to smoke, because before him, it was seen as very unwomanly to smoke, and he saw a gap in the market there, and
so basically used psychoanalysis
He used his uncle's techniques for capitalism. Yeah, for advertising.
To force people to smoke.
Yes.
Yeah, by telling them that it gave them freedom.
Yes.
Okay.
Terrible.
This is a track called Siggy from the album Cowboy Jazz.
He saw his parents oh so many times in the one-room apartment he shared with his several siblings. Is there any wonder why he developed his Oedipus theory? His outlook was not cheery. Perhaps his death drive made him weary. And I wonder how sincere he was when he started blaming victims. Oh, Siggy, did you ever? I wonder what you'd have made of the perversions of the British ruling class. And when he came to pass, his influence passed on through his nephew, Edward Bernays, who was the godfather of PR and caused more damage by far than his uncle. And he successfully applied Sigmund Freud's theory of the unconscious to hacking people's psyches and persuading them to buy things they didn't really need, some of which was actively harmful to their health. So Siggy's became torches of freedom. Half of the market towards increased risk of cancer, he'd proudly lead them. And Siggy's daughter Anna, well, she also threw a spanner in the legacy of his work. And while slightly rightly leaning, she was infinitely more well-meaning than her cousin, Edward Bernays. But her two clients she had for most of their lives, well, both of them ended up dying by suicide. Was it just a coincidence, like both of Ted Hughes's wives? Let's hope the third survives. Oh, Siggy, your family tree has borne some fruit of questionable quality.
Siggy by Archie Shuttler from an album called Cowboy Jazz, and it's out soon. It's careful, careful, easy, Tiger. That must have been a scary. Oh, I need to turn everything off then. So, with regards to Siggy, that song,
Yes.
there's a couple of things that I'd like to talk to you about it. Because Siggy, he said we all unconsciously want to, we're driving towards our death. That's what we really want.
Yeah, well, his idea of the death drive. Yeah,
the death drive. And before that, one of the things that, because we spent so much time close to our mother, that we all wanted to have a very intimate relationship with our mother.
Yeah, I think that was just you, Siggy.
Yeah. Well, at the beginning of the thing, he was in a room where he saw that happen. So 6 years after. But that doesn't make any sense because it didn't work for girls. A lot of the things that he said in the beginning of his career, he was embarrassed by, but continued to kind of like had to say, it's true. But
there's a lot of people who came after him and built on his ideas and reinterpreted them.
Yeah, I'm worried about a little bit of the sins of the father here, sins of the uncle feeling. Are you aware that you've done that?
Well, I'm pointing. So they've got their own sins, like Edward Bernays, as it says in the song. I think he did far more harm to society than Sigmund ever did,
for sure.
And then same with Anna, and that song doesn't actually mention Clement.
Oh right,
who was probably the worst of the lot.
Good dog Henry, is that bloke?
I mean, the listeners can look up Clement Freud. He not a great guy.
Okay, we've got a minute and a half left to tell people how they find you, Archie Shuttler, and your music.
Yep. So Archie Shuttler, SHUTTLER, and I'm all over the internet. Just look on Instagram, Archie Shuttler Music, Spotify, YouTube, all of them, and the album that we just played most of the songs from is going to come out probably in April to give people a chance to listen to it a few times before the actual launch on May the 3rd. Don't know about you, but I like knowing songs before I see them live. I feel like it's a more rich experience. So I'm going to put it out a little bit before the launch so people get a chance to listen to the record before they come to the live show.
Are you gigging out at all prior to that as a... coming up?
We might do some spontaneous appearances at Skians in South East London or the Man of Kent. Nights run by Scotty Rockstar.
Cool.
On either a Wednesday or a Thursday, but we're not doing any. We're keeping our powder dry till the big gig on Sunday the 3rd of May at the Theatre Ship, 7:00.
There you go. That's enough of that. Right. It's been wonderful having you in the studio, and thank you very much. And for those of you who listened, thank you very much. Goodbye. Remember, be a light that shines.
Thank you, Carl.
Bye.